for ewo ho a omo worship saa nkrofo no omo admire saa nkrofo no omo nim se saa Ghana ha u scam amanfo u ji amanfo sika ye ma contract no anye kra na enkosi aga. These are the people they look up to. These are the people we idolize. These are the people that women want to be with. Not all of them, but majority of the women, they don't care about integrity. They do not care about anything. All they care about say sikaneba. Thank you. That's all they care about. Say sikano eba. The young girls, you know, they don't idolize or respect the women. Is there anyone who said, what should I say? Oh, my so and so, our ton idea or makola on the social media, which me say, Abia, Ashanti Queen ba, way back. You see that thing they do for here, right? Mom who said Obi, actually say, Kenke Selaba, and I say, no, but Obetro Haja for real ba. They sit on here and they reach out to women who are flamboyant, women who are always showing off riches, and they ask them, can I be your goddaughter? They don't respect women who actually work hard. They only respect women who show off expensive things. I don't know, it's by any means necessary. Adebia won't be bakoni yedi SS canon or no akorano or looking up to that person. That's who they want to be. And this is the society we live in. Oh yes, someone goes through this ordeal and a whole platform sponsored by Telecel gives her a platform to present an award. That's an endorsement. That is telling the young ones, I said, no matter what happens, you bet me go prison about. Still, no one share. What about your friend is saying, what present the award. So Ebeya Dana and Korano Oma look up to the women who actually put in hard work. They will look up to a man or you know, you need maybe music free. I never show no. But let's get back to the topic. It is going to be very difficult. It is going to be very difficult for Mama Kusia. It's only God. And that is God working through us. But it is only God. And a bit to me, no human being on this earth. Because I can't talk, yet ba asasi so abeka asem de ya. Papa ne de ka. Or de ka bebre. Nina. Or de ka bebre. And Oma or do Omokano, they will definitely want their money back. Now, see, earlier on, I was making some statements, and Bana menu mean to me like, and some boy and some near the account on the channel. And yen some near the account. What you say? And yen some near the account. But one thing I will tell you is that as a woman, The moment a man ebe kwa wo nchen ebe kwa twempena wo nchen awonya ba mu na mepa chaw o mana wo ne be mana wo no start to say o prepare ejapade e de jankora no on your own. Se papa ni ja o mu bia a bonus. Se woni papa no na pray ejapade no woni no ana pay ejapade ni together. If you are going to make sure say every documentation be no woni ni din ana woso. Every document be a property be no, there is a written agreement. I say it belongs to the two of you. And make sure you keep them. Instead, say, Bema be kwa wo abonten. Na obe to Mercedes Benz amount. My sister, what dream is sir? Mercedes Benz is a liability. There are many women. Ayato car edi amamu. Ni ayo yenye da patawo no agye. Ujiwia, you have sold your right. You have sold your right. You have accepted. Bema betimi ene obako. No asa catcher will say, allow the woman to bring the child to the house. My sisters, I'm telling y'all, please make sure you work hard and make your own money. Women are able to convince men to spend 200,000, 300,000 on a wedding. But they cannot use the same brain to convince the man to use such money to even buy shares and also to invest in a DAB for onenema. Bema ako won chain. Manema will be being from Patawa was a car. My sister, the moment I bema ba won chain no. Se we oba wunya ma kopa adwuma before they marry no also there be. Nyankopon ema of vagina. So it is the vagina you are going to use as what you bring to the table there. Se be manya fa wachia mia wano natena hodi because wunya manom hustle, waking up in the morning, going to look for a job, going to work, going to makola say no what's what dear you have the sweetest vagina in the whole world. Also, what dear you have the biggest nyash in the whole world, so you don't need to work. My sister, it says, "Asem the toa." Keep quiet and deal with it. But this is the effort to am the man. So what's the what the body? Anabeji aware unya juma. My sister, make sure say sa body no obeji enough to do investments a last to a lifetime. Because after kids no and kwalaba mua, the body will not be the same anymore. The body will not be the same anymore. There are younger ones coming. There are younger ones coming. If a man married you because of your body and not because of your brain, can you say same way? I know worry a younger girl. So what the tour aninya na obi de no for ebegino. Pepatoti, so what the tour aninya na obi de no for ebegino. That's real talk. I'm just being honest. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. Say what the body and the J now. Obi so at the body ebejeno. Please, when you are with men, now who said this man is engaging in certain activities, and eventually some activities no ebetimi ahawa, make sure say utunufo na se ontia started and make sure say properties ni bi no eni di mu na se bubona sa properties na enka no ba se woni be ma wo ho na wonim se o engage in enyoma bi na ebe jeopardize me pacho. Make sure say you protect yourselves. Ebusiafo eka ofie eka abafie and eka na abafie no enya ade a amanfo ommetwe amasa aka no akọ. They must take their money back. But yeah, esa woni bema abre na bema no akọ engage in some business bi na business no ekaba na obre ye no ye ba beje ese ye de kwakotika. Ebusiafo I believe that life is preordained. Because a life is preordained, I believe say asem we se mama akusia ebe wenia, it is written. Se obe lucia, it is written. Let's do what we can. Say empire, but whatever it is, and leave the rest to God. Because Nyankopon kwa na betimi I solve this problem. Before no, na me dream say Ghana and 24 more thing. The reason is say you cannot have parties without playing any pananyum. It's yeah boni pananyum war party I say what they do when you know. How do you feel saying a chi aye basa? So I was wondering why and Penifono are not getting involved. But now I understand. And Penifono are not getting involved because it goes beyond a side chick and a wife matter. Asem no enye eyire ne nyoma asem. Asem no it goes beyond eyire ene nyoma asem no eye say e ka ofie na e ka na e ofie no ma meni nko a entimi nye eyire because ono nko a eyire na offer properties na amanfo sika akam. Particle ma meni nko aye yere a amanfo sika akam. Now let me talk about this as far as the LA letters of administration goes, you know. You see how now all of a sudden I didn't know file you know or more actually more properties. It is now much no. Everybody say, oh, this girl is so nice. We told you. As a Calvin in India, oye. Sanka Calvin in anya nice and Kabeda in a watch the rest of the properties. omo ma dream from the san on bedring. Omo a ma dream ewo from no sa ana omo bedring. But ya dream da ho no. We only know, say, they showed those properties just to let the judge think, say, enipa na ose opese o che ejapade no, ono kra no onim ejapade no ano. They want the judge to think, say, enipa na ose opese o che on the head of a Japan, or no crowd nim anon, enunti, and they have revealed more properties. But one thing I'm best I want to say, and yet onipa onim ade ano ane cha ade. Any a free chrono as a business person or work now or your inventory. Watch mine now when you know me na e drew ha no amana be che ojapade. Because only the nima no. Any a free chrono. Any pana won ni adwuma na onimo no wan no. I am on no che ojapade. No, real talk. According to the law, Obi file earlier, you have 21 days. So Obi file caveat. O file caveat na say went me and prove ni able to go. Na say granting nipa na you can file another AE just to hold on. The patrol. How long has it been since I'm file caveat no? Any be 2 months and 3 months. Help me out. Four months I'll file it. 8 no. And a caveat any a friend is saying any deadline I had file. It's here then and Quran Baba file it now. You have 21 days to file it. Let me tell you something. Say Obine in the area Ebobra. Naba Obine I two partners Ebobra. Naba Kuwa. Dear Wakano on na properties here dia. Enkwara mbem. Enkwara mbem. Enkwara omo ye underage. Enu kwara no so omo de court. Omo de court they will now say at least so we in charge no. Ohwe sankwara no. But before we ohwe sankwara no eso eden eso mu nyina etiki DNA test eso mu nyina etiki DNA test na girl ba akone de aya na eye me nwanwa ese wo wa ko fa resume ada ko pa adwuma ese wo na we die ma won cha wa pa ne oma na wo ada o ma me wa mobra o papa ene maame no mama akosua ebo ne bra no na wo wen. You are not a minor. Hello mama. Unless say papa no eja will say why then or their money ba we. But you cannot come. You cannot come and say, I am papa. Yo, and you be right with all the education that you have, you know. And you be right now. SOB and in the year. Now I understand why we supported the other side. I understand why I was supporting the other side. Because Unim said, the moment I ever mama akosia the certificate na tumuno. Asam aba. Asam aba. Munyina mba edie ni. Munyina mba edie ni. Munyina mba edie ni. Darren wo ho no. Darren on the why edie ni dada. Yeah, why edie ni dada. Darren edie ni dada. Because when he was born, there was a time because of child support, it was a requirement. Say, papa no any akra be edie ni. Each one know the why edie ni dada. Now where? Then let me ask. O birth certificate, Charles Kojo Fosu, and that's one. I want to know. Na odie si age awaref ya say e ma mienu ana ye awarefo a, how do you come in? How do you come in? O ye mpena ba anke etitena anke beka say o ye bastard child. O ye mpena ba etitena anke beka say o ye bastard child. Ummiawano na line wo ho. You have rather what decided say just a side chick association. You have something in common. Oh no, I mean, I'm in common with the other side. Into what join it. When we said Darren, mommy, why be joining? Say cool that. When you guys reached out to Darren, mommy, I saw me joining. Or be joining. Did she? So I was okay. Was it mommy na bre? Darren, mommy, Murichi out, you know. What did she tell y'all? I don't know, Kai. That is a woman who has moved on. What realizes say, I have my own thing. I have my own life to live. Yes, me ba papa anewu. But me ba papa no, oni obaby na ye japade. Oni obaby na worry ye. Darren mama is aware of everything Mama Akusia has endured. She's aware of everything Mama Akusia has endured. And that's the reason when you guys approached her, Okache must say, no, she's not interested. Why would she be interested? At the end of the day, Onim say as long as Akusia Sewa is involved, Darren is taken care of. Onim akuma aye dama amene AM. It is only a greedy mother. It is only a greedy mother and a be motivating the ba. Ese onfa ne ho nkɔhye saa nneɛma wei mu. Na woni munyansa. Mo a moyɛ dad Lumba ma nyinaa no. Eye bingo. Even though say abroche Oba ewaro papa na so papa wu na onye minor na so wanyi a obit may ignore, but there is no way a Mama Akusia be ignore. There's no way Mama Kusia ebe ignore. Ain't no di anka fa won tare no. But no. But I don't blame the children. Do you think say a girl no and control Calvin and I? If that's what you think, then come again. Do you think it's Calvin? I mean, do you think it's a girl no and control Calvin and I? Then come again. The same to me. A man sa penina esan ka adwin fi na ko dwen abusuafo no. The same to me sa abusuafo penino obi de man no e man ne ye de oyeye no. Sa nkrofo na ana ene enkwara no atena se. Amoma who said this is it. But any child yedi sika be daadaa no na go against ne maame no saa kra no oye greedy. But then again, I'm not surprised. He's a Fosu. Ne papa and then oye ne papa ba. So I'm not surprised. Ebusiafo enkomo ya meni wudi. With what I know, any information I may want, and the best thing for me to do is to just walk away and keep quiet, because Assembly is bigger than what you guys think. Assembly enye asemketwa, and people are willing to do the worst to protect their interest. They are willing to do the worst to protect their interest. But I am wired differently. Menka say me nsura de e obi a adwin ni trim ne beka say onsuru ade. I am afraid of my life. But one thing minim say yes me kwa meko. Say ni kwa se me kwa menko. Say yes mama kusia ewene ade we a obewene. Say ni kwa so obewene a. It is written, I will not come out to insult anybody. There are certain information that I cannot reveal, because like I said, just because I'm a dream say life here preordained, you know, it doesn't mean say, oh yeah, they are and far dream and to if you understand me say me what audio I will be catcher will be say judge na ma prosecutor ne sign no, prosecutor na ehu na prosecutor na wa Jimmy pa no. I can play the audio, but every action there's a reaction. Right now we don't need to prove anything to mu amu follow mama kusia. Munim de ekoso. We don't need to prove anything again. Omasi bone kwemu a omoso mo do support bone no. There is nothing we can do or say that will change their mind. Into the Siano, we just want to We'll play the audio, then we win some points. Points, keke. My sister, Mimi knew enim there who is right at the end of the question. So why do we need to win some points? Court of public opinion. Enim se akusia sewa. Yeni na ndi ni ye. Into why do we not? They know. Obia odi the other side the chibia and enim say it is not right. So the only thing they are using, they say, "Ay, papa na yare no, why na hwe no? Papa na yare no, why na hwe no?" And sad. Oye bema na opesa wo have a ma bibria. Make sure say o adweno to handle a ma bibria. Se wo ye bema tio se wo ye bema na opesa wo fa ma bibria any ma bibria wo a just know how to handle them. Simple. As I sit here, every day I'm talking to you about relationships and all that. Do you see a ring on my finger? You don't see a ring on my finger. And I'm a boy. You have to assess yourself. Know who you are. Know what you can deal with. Know what you can tolerate. Not any nipa in dealing according to how you are. Any nipa tenase. Naka say anametie, sa anametie, and be your word is bond. Like a word when you must have an bibia. Uni obeshia na catch and say. Mawari na oba ne prinso e kire ontimi nkogina baabi enko kan kire say na menim se wawari Ghana for mema mun ka no krankyere ma no woni oba wo ho o pese wawari bi ka ho o se wo ye Solomon so wa adwen o enti ne catcher wo yire no find the kwan na ma wo yire nti ase so wo hwe na se oba na ukoware na ka ne ho no she is more worthy echen wo yire a ma wo yire nko let your wife go simple ma wo yire nko you cannot eat your cake and have it. You can't. Untimi do cake na still no cake na no. Ma obani nko. Normal. See as I sit here, sankada Lumba. Eti ase esa kosia sewa me mpaw me nyo me no wajai. Wajapade ni ko. I don't see anything wrong with it. The only thing you can say is say, "Oh, ana onene bre, ana yo, the man says he doesn't want, he's tired on Peubima. Normal. It's any woman, mutieme. Bobra. Now the day I bema be catch will say on Peubim. The day a man will tell you, I say on Peubim. Yes, bema wouldn't at now. I wouldn't know 4, wouldn't know 5. I was say o body. Ebeye o ya, ese o ja wo akofa younger girl. But my sister, that's reality of life. People have the right to change their minds. Anytime a woman wants to divorce, she's allowed to divorce. It is also na bema so ekase on pe obi ma. Just deal with it. As long as se wen bu, as long as se wen sisiu, let him go. ma bebre ana wasisi ana why say ana why say because who are really no you did not you have to you ehesa wo so bobra ehesa wo so no ye bibi with your life. How can a woman choose to be a housewife to a man and win him the bank account? How can a woman choose to be a housewife to a man and win him the Momo number? How can a woman choose to be a housewife to a man and a bank account to be an unim baby? My sister, or baby or bear sadi di biano, sao bano or padia F4. Ye cash on your housewife nano say, oh, on pejma. On pejma. Ain't ye can't say. Brian, is that you? You can't say on your housewife fan or say now go di. But my sister, you pay for why you didn't go to church. You pay for it. When you decide to be a housewife, nasa one for one dream anya juma. One day, you will have to deal with the second wife. And I you see, Ghana former, let me tell you something. Omega-3. Okay, Makai. This is how Ghanaian men think. Muntie. This is how Ghanaian men think. Mene wo memma. Mene ana tifie. Makofa oba foforo. Se wo mia wa no na mene wo tena no wanya me hey I will still keep you as a wife. Se na mene wo da 5 times a week say remember or 2. I'll give you 2. What you see Ghana ni bema, he will never leave you. But just that more attention like before. But he will not leave you. But so we are one in a giddy. And I know Koda, and I know we know, and I know Obejao. So Ghana for me, my show Muslim say, Obadi Injino. So as long as you are willing to tolerate nonsense, on Jao. Eche odi kwasi asema na afede oyarea na ontimi nkwore side chicks ni bi ma no wasaba betena wo so na ne namfofo ba waka se oh mo na me yirase oye virtuous wife mo na me yirase oye good wife. My sister se wonni mu se untimi tolerate bema a odin kwasi asem a me pa chow. Don't start with it. Men start it because most of the women, everything that your husband is doing to you, you saw it when you were dating. Most of the women, everything your husband is doing now, you knew it. You saw it. You knew he was capable of it. But you still agreed. After you agree, so or status of side chicks are because you knew So which me I say. Enti de Ghana for ewo ho no. A virtuous woman is a woman who is going to allow the husband to do as he please. Osofu bedu kobi ese that Lumba ede odobroni echia no. Atagraja ese that Lumba edi odobroni echia no na onna na wonim no. Captain Smart ese no say anko wanhia odobroni a anko wi. O say that Lumba se hwefie kase we mini maid get na ye adwuma bia wa. That's a fucking lie. I know a chef who used to cook for that Lumba. I know a chef who used to cook for that Lumba for years. That's a lie. Now the ambassador me can say we a bema a adwin wo tirimu a na se bema e de akwala ba chiaw se manhia na anka mewu a busa ne se ade ntina wantena wo yere ho. Ask him say aden ntina wantena wo yere ho. Because the mindset is all the same. The moment a friend introduces a young girl, muhuni say a normal. Muhuni say a normal. Obi say Calvin ane nim de ne mame ye papa ne kansem kire mame no. Papa ne kansem chem. E pacho enipa sen ana etimi ababonten abeka se papa no e kan ma me no nsem bone. Enipa sen. No, tell me. Enipa sen. Enipa sen. Dr. Nkrumah e pacho changes adino. If you so because I drink Dr. Nkrumah wono unibi. Also chef and maid are totally different. Ghana ha bibini bema e ben ana obe spendi sika akofa chef. Akofa chef a woni oba ofia waye ni se maid. Ghana for saying who is willing to afford and hire a chef no oba ofie wa onye no basa like on man hey oba mo anu aduane no obe clean fie ho obe bibia and then me feel listen about audio be me ba. My son Nemo. The course nyina ni. E mema ni nyina no. omadwen eye baako. They know what is right, but meye bema timi ka se many oba ne tenae no ma anya ne hwe ana otwa akoti maame ana opam me free o ana opam me free o wuni ma de konti a o ka se wanya oba ne hwe because ohuni say enkwasiasem a wode adi oba no Ghana ni ba de or like normal. You follow me? Na dream no normal say or dream say oba uye bibi say otian no obo. Na dream no say oba na okofa na wabonten a wo che no normal. Ain't you know, sir, eventually when you've had enough, now we are say oh pamona. Nitirimuno, he doesn't see sad treatment now or the man as any wrongdoing. My sisters, stop prioritizing marriage. Because uye nipa, you must eat, you must sleep, you must wear. If you haven't sorted san nyoma way out, memma aware endi wanim. Aware di wanim it is going to cause problems because a nipa otoma wo she, a nipa otoma or ma baby da, a nipa otoma wo di, they control your life. Until the moment you end up with a bad person, that's a say nipa na toma wo di, otoma wo she, o ma baby da, you are doomed. I have said enough. So obi can obi to have a drink. Before I go off, me will kuo a friend of women affairs. Na ye kuo no, ye were members ewa Abuchi, ye were members ewa Ghana. Ye main vision and mission is to empower women to become self-sufficient. Our long-term goal is to have numbers to be able to make sure say you be influence policy makers. Ekuo no uba mua, your benefits if you lose a loved one. Your parent, uba any ukunu. Ekuo no, every weekend they are doing contribution for nipa baako. Now watch it, now we watch it, now watch it, na ekoba. We have so many things in the pipeline. Ekuo ni di na da no. Vice President Anna Warno or Germany. If you want to join her, send me a message and I'll with my contact you. This platform, I am not here for just no, I am here for a purpose. And if we want Ghana to thrive, if we want Ghana to go forward, women have to be situated well. A man and DA or Ghana, we can forget it. Poverty will still go on. And very small number of people and DA. The moment Oba is self-sufficient, a member 100 and an face it me penna. Oba ne be self-sufficient pe emu 80 mean penny biem. Because now she can fend for herself. My sister, ekuo we ekuo a ye pese Germany ebedu ebi numbers no wasro, US numbers wasro, every country ebetene there, and we will have leaders there. So when we come together, nobody can stop us. Adeba ko edama koma so say one day ekuo ni besi a place for women they've been through domestic violence. Because a ma be break me from me. Oh, minimi kuna or say or mama say okay, 100 na fa salt ho. And there ba ko ade bia o mo frem me ntimi mboa o mo ene say be ma na ebo me nya ba bi mfa. A day na efe I be boa eche you having a place. You just come there for 3 months. Within that 3 months no ekuo no will figure out how to sort you out. Women need to take care of women. I am just the one. I was packing idea no. A day will come, I will not be the one in like leading a remember. I'm just a messenger. I'm just the one to remind women of how powerful you guys are. For years and years, women have been conditioned to think, say, a mema and a shema. Yes, a nice as a bema be show ba. But remember, and your baby and a worry. And your baby and a bedding a worry. It's a one warrior and your one a show. The moment women begin to empower themselves and they become self-sufficient, and yema be bree to be trapped. Antenna. Mama Effie. That platform, no, they are not giving solutions. They are only entertaining things. Ma obano entias say, or a whole human being, she can also make it. She does not need to depend on men. Bema ajin pada nitrim na obebuawa. There's nothing wrong with say a war be so good. Madam Asibebre. Yeah, sis.
Hey Nana, good morning, good afternoon.
Good morning. We have a call.
Jamia Dom. Nana, you've said a lot concerning your papa and your mommy and your cousin say wow when it comes to but like you said, say enye bia ye kromo e Ghana. So video kana you are if you are not able to provide receipt and then the circumstances around then how kana is it a car enye car and the Matia me know ya dream or maybe but me know ya dream because of why you come Ghana no. But on the national and yet you come Ghana they don't make sense. Me do can I say and what you did let's go through it. And then after everything you come day kunde wo people make things the system honestly this whole thing, no, it's not making sense at all. It's not making sense. It's not making sense for me. As a me with no idea, no, I don't think they have to do what they are doing. You couldn't do any evidence. Things that you couldn't do, yeah. And right now,
A patch on network and yes, so baby.
Okay, me patch better. And I mean, cinnamon sound
Okay, it's okay.
Okay, so in as much as your papa or Jessica Uncle Bosch or your Uncle Borino, if he say Ghana Fonso and so man, yes, sir. Why say o person be Bosch or Mao now couple the car or now this is from recording international and church and making any document and making any way. If he say no one are falling into that way, I be a victim of the situation, but they should not put it on the woman. No money when was the woman there? No, like I said, maintiasi. My follow case, yeah, and it looks like every day, yeah, something new comes up. It's a whole lot. If we say what do can want to provide the receipt and the things that accompany with the canoa, then what Lucy? You've lost.
No, say any panel. We didn't say he's lost, but on our system no is able to control. System no always our the always our the stolen normal. But what I say?
Nana me to say na make say ma follow the work and na me to say it's only in Ghana. System dey be na provide how I can buy. Provide it. But in your system now what can be to be no kasa asem way. And now Bako show be a fight is the same way. If not the system, how can even this happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, because of Bompire, my mamma, no, like yeah, what can say, only empire, Yami Penny with my day. I'm letting you because of Bompire. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Cynthia.
Hello, good morning. Good
morning.
Me tia pa me tia asoma wakan nyina ne. Na me hu say it makes sense pa, but the sister ebe kan my dream me dey follow the whole time say enti so oni obi akoye illegal edwadie bi enti no e wo say yekuno na enu free ho a e wo say ni na mu no eyira
me pacho enu me pacho ekun de me yenka ekun asem wa ha
yo but yenim say eye human error obi aka say eye human error enti yentumi nwane free sa de no ho enti yehunu say enye ono ana ne pe say o yare na oda ho no wuye obi abeka say eye human error enti metumi agina no so aka say
obi ka say human error ebituma ba say hospital na omo anye enyoma yi na
but still no say still enu na ekuno enye ono ane pe enye de na me ball no say ene nkwa na ande enti wu enti eye den a obi nsa wom e na okoye enti eno ye friend say me to me no de me nkwa me side ne de e kire say nipa kro na kuno enti o deserve say you treating it that way now o deserve so say ni phone no so no ye omofa o deserve say na busua ne nyina na dwapade nyina omo gifri na busua nsem de ekoso nyina ne illegal enu nti na legal team no ho no enti ye be fight for legal eniema eye legal ne ye fight enti ye nim de mkoye ni sumu a epie honam a afa na mo pese mo ma esum be ye han this time enti me de de waka ni nyina no it makes sense but the minti ase ne say ye ntumi mfa right emma omo say enu nti omo ntumi omo nyatumi en cover Ghana judicial ayi emegege de omo pe ene na sa no Ghana no emra nya dwuma bio Ghana no ene na judicial system ye mfa yasam kura nko ho bio so omo tumi we ne dia ne kire say e was a judicial system no ye ni aka nyina ye legal team na no ye condemn sa system no obi en fana sem kokko to bi na judge ni lawyer anya sem adi so o man to me afase mu ya ama emu anye clear ama de mra se no nina because wonim so woni ni yes fake woni ni ye illegal team eniema wo underground no enye nu nti na ye Ghana no wo ho eye mo na mo ye mo niema wo summu nti mo nkoso nye ni summu ma mo mfa mpie hu ne mo ni ma obi a meka se na body na ye physical thing no ayra entumi nyira sa enti na wasa busuafo ni nya o mo body no wasa de okum de ma papa no wu ye no wasa ya hwehwe human error kro enti ye wo ho for legal thing ye ni ho for illegal enti akasefo ni sikafo a mo so mo sika mo ne papa no dili wo summu no o mo stay in a summu ma o mo mfa bibia mpie hu na mo me disturb yen because ye pede it makes sense ye pede obi esikanti o pese o rule Ghana abra ye illegal issue ye illegal issue ye legal one enunti na team legal wo ho no until we are fighting for legal thing for mama sewa for daddy Lumba for the busu nyina
what did that Lumba assemble mu dia na wo say ade because enipa odi agro sekan no who was sekan
yo but again na chere say odi agro wo sekan no yenim
ene wo kasa no ayesa ka aka say wonji ndi say ene oye illegal thing but say wo kasa wadi atum so oye illegal thing so mundili wo sumu a that means say what ase ese waye na emum oman fempie enti na omun enti yempe chonte
enyosa dabi womo a wo say womo no claim say womo ni papa no wo deal bi wo sumu no enipa a wo no ntumi enye no ho enti no oti ase no so omo je sa omo claim sa ade no enti se omo ye
tie o wote ase de wo be ye no ene na obetwa de wo bedua na obetwa
but bra tie obi to me kokum nipa ni ache no ye nku ni bi ye de ni she prison ye jail no
me pacho obi
foreign spy
no me pacho tie obi ane how odi deal with no in this situation I wo mu no enipa na wa wu no wa making a bed and pano was sending pano. The only person I can defend ayo bi ane hu wo mu a oni masem no hu bi mama kusia
me agree with you me agree with you because you can't tell me say enipa na dead body no odi for say the omdi ye ni bia no oni hia so benya justice untumi nka say papa ni
to make sure na see o ye ngina courtroom dia e be camera by ye ngina
court
no dem can say ye ngina ha na meme ne wo kasa meme dia ne say enipa bia de obeye no besides before I make say eye fair de ye de ye wo no ana say enye fair no eye say me ma wo ti ase say wo na cause a problem no.
Yeah, but say the parent ase ubeden no aden na ukra wuji wo mudi aden ti kra na ukra wuji de omo kan ni maybe omo fake
sis no sister mameka we chop you see so what baby na se wante ne e kwase na wa hu se de simi no madili a dem bia mbe kasa saa ende bia na nyoba ye chim nusa hwe Ghana ha so what do we need to wo na wo hwe nyoma bia you get to understand say a kro ha no on my way mu no omo a ekuta omo mu control no enye omo na ode omo ni hu omo no enye president ni control ni oma enye IGP obi anebo a omo mu duru be omo duru no milk and sugar wo ho no sugar enye sugar enye ahwedie mu na enye free okay it's enye sugar free ahwedie mu a me pa cho sorry no pa na opese wo yeti a Okofa ahwede no achimu there be okono akoto ahwede no ami kono akoto sugar na free shop me boa ya process already. It is a back contract say the contract ma obi efa sugar making ho a would you say the bema because I work for school there be ye the bema nipa na ono no ko ahwede fuo nim ekoto ahwede ni twa ye chinchim mu a the bema na be easy for you. The person me kire wase ne say omo wo power sika e do mu duru ho ekwan mfa so di duru ho obi ana de ni sika e de ma mu duru ho, and they are the people our society bi control nioma. America, Canada, bebia no ye wo omo a omu control nioma.
Enti say no yanya say na fa lumba funu ma omo na yemfa me property na ma omo ne ehunu se Ghana no say ne obi a president osisi oni tumi obi a wo hye akira yennim no ne wo tumi nti yemfa Ghana ne ma omo na
one thing they say unye lumba busuani menye lumba busuani. Lumba body, it belongs to the family.
Yes.
So what I say, it belongs to the family. We can only sympathize. Na esi the actually support on say mama brempoma benya na yi ne sa no no. Ni ebe obi afiri ho na ebusua pani papa abehye ono atimi aye no ma aye okay ne sa no no. But baby esi ade ya adwen focus nyina akọ. Eye obi a ono no on card ne ho na abeka no.
Oh,
Jesus, Tio.
Me da se but me no nya adwene wo ho no kra no de me no nya nti me da se baby a me beduro no why mo bi so nto aso na bi ebe ba why.
All right.
That
Okay. When you are dealing with issues, now the emotions delay, there be an lose. You have to understand realities of life. You have to understand realities of life. And in this country, and in every country, any power and any control nioma. Sometimes obi de ne ho kwhye nioma bim. Obi de ne ho timi kwhye nioma bim. And it will end them up in a situation it's out of your hands. I know be say, oh, still justice must be served. Justice must be served. If you justice, what do you say the day pre justice? It is kind of pre justice. If you don't have money, you can't get a good lawyer. Who need a good lawyer? Enti enye sika na dey pre justice anka adenti na wonya asama akofa lawyer o with me di asem na ma. Adenti na wonka say ai midi bem enti no ene justice nye fama me. Dabi ye sika and ye pay justice. And normal asem we yes we need to learn a lot from it in so many ways. Ye sika and ye pay justice. Do you think say mama akosia sanka sika ewo ho anka betimi abet do you think say anka beba say anka owi betimi atena online na ono ni mum kire mama akosia de wonye dabi anka manisa anka onhia obia so wa be support no ewiase ayewo no everything is money and adie ya ye kun ebetimi aba se nyankopon ese ye nsua nioma bebre emfiri nioma we mu enye se mama akosia be wene nko a na emum adesua ye be sua firi mu because ye share for the greater good of Ghana adesua de no ehu hia kra chen ejapade mama akosia benya because mama akosia nya ejapade na ekoma ono ene ne ma ene busuafo saa ne oma na emboa Ghana fo na emum de ye be sua free assembly mu eti me sisters mu tie mi nsem na mu sua bibi mfiri mu eno anehia eno ane hia nyankopon enim sede osie ne nioma nyankopon enim oba peke no a asem we beto no a obetuma compose ne ho tsema makosia sanka ekoto oba afoforo bi a anka oba abonti abekasa bebre ama amanfo kra no lose interest ba nyankopon nim oba wa akoma ne makra ba abonti koye nioma bi a she's able to keep quiet on fire drone no me enwuye. That is because nyankopon pese asem we see as a case study yen share bibim film. It says Mesremu. We can only talk about it so far. That Lumba body. Se oye den, se onye den. Edru baby a ehɔ no yentimi ko hobiem. Because eye bushi asem. Ana me nipa bi a se mi gina ho akwama obi a the first question I will say enipa no wako ama ne ho till now has any family member ama lawyer atro to the bank hospital say omumbra out MMA official statement at the kwa eku omo this year no even if they have footages of that Lumba being transported to the hospital omo family bonting so omo nya you can go to court and have the court order them to release those videos. Sometimes you have to do oye wafamu die very important ekra
Nana Jimmy, wait, I think this is the perfect time for me to come in. Nana, I want to say good morning. I think once Kasano can be say yes, be frame, which is very important thing we should not forget. I think Debia ye Kasa will say ye picky BB frame, especially younger ones na bano. One say Nana Sama Okasi here no, I'm going to just reference you kakra because one say we try say ye wo ebusuamu a ana say ye wo when we are ye wo baby what say ye timi bie ya no ne kasa. We have to learn how to be confident. We have to learn how to speak out when things are not right. One say mame brempo mamo no omunyenkophobia they look like say omunim nipemu kasani nipema deye enti I have to say the ekoso Ghana there's a lot of abuse of power political power enti I say you cheer for so sana obekano enti we so adusua woman say you know you have to learn to stand firm to say the okay and firmness ni bi ne say utimi can no crese I think that papa no tiase no or the hoko for near maybe na ensem fata enti I think say the it's some of the end results of certain associations or the hoko joining Nana I think say some of the person me can no pace and say who say who say baba jama mo or ma committee perjury but who say still na omo nenam ho Emra and hasn't dealt with them.
Also, my committee perjury.
Yes, because Nana said what could try and trash like and Kofono and Trona or Mucha. Almost be and
now you will proof there.
Yes, you will proof because I was a family new requested almost last contract almost have a wait. Your friend is saying Daddy Lumba.
86 omo aye support omo ada bia mete ha make kasa assembly say mo request for the last contract mo ne papa ne have here kire say mo na mo ye ne estate obi a mo ye ne mo na mo ye ne lawyers obi a mo na mo ye ne lawyers na nipa wawu a woni we na ye na represent no ya kasa assembly fi da when it's me busa etino how can we blame the system? The system is there. You have to apply yourself and make sure say what exercise it all right in the right manner. Look at how much money that has been solicited for the family. Sika yajeje ama family no. And you mean to tell me, say, all these funds, ebi ent me anko private investigator ho, trying to find out, say that Lumba, yed ni free no wu, and I yed ko hospital ho, and I yed ni yeden, yent me anko private investigator. Afen so no yent me ama lawyer bi, and question wo. And I said, he said, we need to see the contract between you and the additional. Till now, it's me, yes, I did. Patro Twasso.
I think say net ye accountability. Net ye we are.
And no, na me ko kan. Yes, JB no free JB no free There be. Ade no ye wo kwan a ye fa so ye ade bi. We your homework here, Udruwa, ye kasa na bibia ye fine. On ebe cho no. Me ni o mo anka till now, till time at 70 no. Anki ya pesika, I'm a private investigator. Now private investigator na edio machi sa. I gather all the necessary information. All the necessary information. But there be no ni ajisika, baby edisika na be kono so no sa kono entimi ko ye
I think say Nana won't say I don't think that they are fortunate enough to have people like yourself in the family. And once a family know, we've seen the way our sits here. We so ya disuyama yenina says, oh, busuyamuna sebio we nim defo na wa dream edwa na unyanke trauma so what church because I think that the family is very exhausted. Nana, I think say ma brimpo ma once a why penyimu. And baby, nani so tano, nani so ene crack and
Do you know where the problem is? Do you know where the problem is? The problem no yen I no abetum. Because now yeah no abetum no because perfect example. Do you know that every move that we have made, every move it was influenced, it came from support. And do you know why we were able to influence them to take whichever route they took? No? Because of Sikai yes, Jackie, because of Sikai we feel say you are not able to me no, like real talk. Remember, see, even when it came to a lawyer, I best selected, it was chosen by those who solicited. And Debbie Amekasa in life, baby a sika free bano, stand upon the control nyoma. Baby a sika free bano, stand upon the control nyoma. For example, what is about this guy? I only solicited for money for personally for Mama Bepoma once. Menjis kabia until they will not listen to you because I'm not the one paying.
Nana won't say I say my question won't say be social I bet Danny a whole social thing ye can be a abusiana. I think say Nana abusiani here yenina enkabo mu say ebeboa omo because I think say papa
Sadio, I don't need to cut you off. What we can do, we are not experts. What we can do is help financially. If we truly care for them and want them to win after we give them the money, we should allow them to pick professionals, experts to lead them. We should not impose on them because say yeniyama musika.
Nana won't say professionals here will come once a month. So be a normal drain nam ho. Intia kroya to say the okay ya near besa can say also more private investigator and professionals are or mo beti me abua because Nana share ma me no ne na busuano papa no o ka na busuane share wa man ebusuafo na anse den hu the big people I or no na woni ni mo no nti I to say Omuni mobia. Inti ama omasem na koye omasem na koye a hard drink. A hard drink. Tina na jebi we de mesre wa mo na mbetimi a direct ma brempoma with near ma was omo ye beboa omo. I mean enye obia, but you know more sebi omo ye nim
me I was with Ma Brimpoma giving her information after the verdict came out. Someone who works for the lawyer intentionally when we went to transition. When we went to transition, almost me kofa me camera. Me kofa car ne buy and a guy no intentionally catch me say, oh, money lawyer never pa. And I'm saying, what you say? I don't have anything better to do. So I just left it. Mama bring poma bano and a friend me say, oh, now when you drink so about, and I'm saying, Debbie, boy now come on to say, a train of friend me and they do come on and say, okay, because of the mistakes, on the lawyer make on the press. 18 on percent make sansem no ama mama brempoma ehu. So he intentionally me free. So what I say, 18 minutes what I'm say, okay, then I just need to exclude Sanka me. I was close to mama brempoma. They na asemuno. Omuko court e kasa for 2 million imrano, CBC imrano. Advice I can remember man say, Mama Brimpoma, young court transition was this year. So I must see a funeral that ha on be yam yahweh. So I said, but that guy, I find the way, Eddie, because I would tell Mimi say no man cancer out or you person to need you. I say what I think say boy. But only you free that boy will find the way, Eddie. Charlie, let me ask you something. If someone presents a fake picture as evidence, is it you, the lawyer? And I over catch a client and they say, "Sikana and Swan." Over catch a client and they say they need to give you some money to bring an expert. Obey to me, and who say a fake. And I say, oh, lawyer never catch the client and say, oh, who has to do that job?
The lawyer, no.
Oh, and say,
I think say Nana.
Yeah,
I think say judiciary no, your lawyers, no, your judges no, they've really let us down because I same way by no me who say ebi enka no cry ebi monso ye sika ni bre. I think say they don't practice the law passionately. And yes, akoye sikasem and the judiciary is kind of money executive no oma carbon which is not supposed to be I think say your judiciary system no something is definitely wrong somewhere. It's very disappointing because I think say the only reason no is on pesa wo baba betreno or mame no kwine because they like to take more money from these people. You know, they like to take advantage financially of the of onipa or vulnerable. And see, it's very sad. It's very, very sad. But yes, Nana, wait dear. Say when your opportunity be a mama no Mr. Trinisha chain one-on-one where the way women's affair. Nana won't mean now yam penny for yam fan war many sir. Yes, sir. And see where the mabin for my Trinisha chain baby. Nana won't one-on-one ne coach in the Maya because they are doing it dear. Mamma no why pa.
Before you go, no, as far as Mama Brempoma aside, no, what is the update? Because me kwano ehono unse me nkan bi what eden na ekoso.
I really don't know ehono. I really don't know ehono me than team legal wives for ne buha ha yisa ko by the no. dear Koso.
Oh, yes, yeah, very careful. And you'll be an a castle of bois, yes, ye dignity. As I sit here, Semika said, I haven't benefited from Mama Kushia case na na meboa. Minya ekrano, someone to sell a land own. Neding. But because of Mama Kushia, I've been able to sell a land 4 plots for someone I don't know $115,000 within that's the fastest transaction because of the trust I'm fortunate come amenasem. But you see you can benefit this way. Asana wo kano wadwuma wo ye no bibi ba na wadi ba ade a eba mama akosia no men ka se we nya cat wo mu a on introduce obi nkyere mama akosia ipa so ba mu tie ni nyina no mama akosia book na ba bonten monko na monko to na monko read bi obi wo introduce the person to mama akosia na nipa no mama akosia ma go ahead for the book to be written, so all the proceeds will come to Mama Kusia. Or per percentage. How? Why? What? Before they introduce the person to how? I don't know when you do that. The situation I question already. And may we have to be very circumspect when we are picking people. Because of we have to find out their interest and then I open womb. And Sunny the rare akushim. And yes, I did be an ebidi ramo. The crime that's it. But what can I say?
Sean and Angie Benjamin shall be brave. You have a wonderful day.
You too. All right. Richness.
Hello, Nana. Good
Yes,
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yo, yada wase. Ene unyuma pa wudi. Kakra meka ka ho yese. Aya me follow me tie ne ekoso ne ade ni nana. Sanya o present o case ne ade no ebi mo nte wase. Ne nti o mo nte wase ne se yen shedam pe nokre. Ye penye be ye de. But wiase no se o pese utimi hu ade like open no crepa efi bibi mu open yie na be ready to accept negative or positive nipa no eka asem na esese woti asese nipa no mom na epe ade ni yie nti o twenwadwen esi bibi so nya nti ameka sa na ese ti said ya kan who say in life you can't eat your cake and have it just like you said. Enti no when ye case study ye na ye di sua ade say eye emma ene mema nyina daddy Lumba owu ni echinsem nyina no enye na na betwa enye ntwaye and I don't think say betwa all because ye di sua bibi na ye di sua ne say se wo ye oba na wo ne bema wo ho na edru baby na ho se ne bema ne ye no ebia enye ana say edu beko insohwe bim ebia wonni mpo se edu beko insohwe ba utimi hu se nipa no ne wundi ne ye ne odi ye woni nyina no eya ade a enya wo de esese oho no mayent na sidin de bia meka se ma akosu asewa me penasem me follow no me bom pa ye se bibia but enye che se joye ye ni na ye the right thing no Nioma bebre was wrong because anka esese wakasa de dada but eno so eye ne personality eno no enti no obi ntimi blame ne say adenti na wanka santem obi ane ne personality enu nti na we learn who say na wanka santi say no so do hu betoto hu say me hwa me ya say ma akosu ase wo hwan samu atoto no say nya media we a anka hwan na ekasa ma no kama mi ebia ne ebesikra esidida nanso nyame adom na media ekasa ebia bedru me so media obi nka bi ma me enti no me hu say suban ne ya se no ma me sorry na menya nia esese me eno na ma eye case study che say you are learning from mistake bi se we hu enti no eno no ntini na ye ka say ye di na chi na ye na ye di sua ade say yan kasa wa abra esese ye kasa nipa de o kasa obeka wan kasa but o dwen wa hu how best how e be help you
Enti se mekasa na nkrofo di matam kra na me feel se ebeboa me dia ma menkasa. If you say sa na ebi mo kasa ye di omo atam. Enti you cannot please obia. That is one thing we should know. Afesu wo ye bema. Hwe Lumba de ye na eha ye na ye do Lumba. Ye peninyom, ye support no. And so nya ye sua wom ni say emema esese wom sua wom ni say bibia obeye bia no there are consequences. Ube face you consequences because want me eat you cake and have it. When we say or abandon mami or no enjoy in life or ye ni obeye ni ade say no cry say ye kuna obianka say enu ntimo obian siki justice for him. But ni ana wo kan na ebi mo nti asese chese or no na wama ho kwan e na saa de we ato no. So mema we also learn from it. And I woka say we ye be man na opese wo ware bi kan yire ho a oni ne nka oba ne ti ase a wa ware. So onti ase na wo full say nya opese wo ware no eye much worthy than ba kuna ma wo yire no mom enko. As simple as that. Inti mema is also learning from this because eno enedi enenia ya twi ha o good wo obi bia legacy everything that you built and then it has been crashed. And you know we have to learn say mema mumma yenhwe how are you treating yam jirenom we make example be say on share ring on worry you have to know say you are ready before you marry because our rare comes with a lot of way obetimi ni obi awo mo mpese mo worry ana bibia oba bi ti ase say e man bi ti ase oba bi so ho no scrap on power no no so ti ase na mo wo a enya by force say mo be ware enti no aware no eye nioma bi a di ma bebre di manya na mema so bebre mistake fa ma form yinu machi ni ade. So this is the case study that you are talking about and enkrofo enti ase say mayem fa emotions endi asem wechi. And one thing I believe in is say upe obi asem a na oya ade enya utwi nenim o ka kire no. But unfortunately, yeah, before you enter, or feel so permasem, and I will can say at me. So permasem, and I say, Darby, Nipa ni kano kra me kan me papa de not akasa asem just or punishing and no buye you say, in him me power sem na ma bron, because me pede be ko wayward, me pede be day. No, I can match him. So that is how etie upe obi asem na aka kire. Enti sisi ano no kra na wo mu ni say. Sisi abusuafo no a bit more and we have to help. Like you said, there was a lot of contributions. And I need to say, private investigator. Say, it has already been mentioned. So if they are not doing it, not to say they can, no, if I never do, and do baby, so it's up to them to do what they have to do. And so see a job which unfortunately, bebre so a selfish interest. Enti sisi ahwe ntokwa bebre esim we say but we have to focus on one he said now this is the goal where we are aiming at. Enti no me de manu besi na mom na me pesa me kan say whether ma akosia sewa win and when win ya so yemfa ne say in our time no there was a woman called Mame Akosia Sewa asem say e na eto no enti no we bisa ho say enti no me no edan e na me sua efrim. And now we man so we bisa say Lumba obeye ne nyoma anyhow obeye say yes say or the way ka we see a lot of things mess enti no menso so dan na meye na ochine bi mi wu a amanfo betimi ejina mechi a fight ye ama me because say wo kwa ma obi a say we are very careful o say nipa me kwa ma ni and nia oye no say we be kuntokehunu at the end of the day na we ni mu aguase enti no mepa mo cho mo ma ye na ye nhia bibi mfiri ne yakọ sisi we shouldn't focus on whether she's winning or losing. No na mom no nia ye beni afrim na yen ene ye ma echirima no they will not repeat those same mistakes going forward. Me da say me de manu besi
that's Nyamisha patro wow person will join the women affairs biano contact your vice president richness no obedi nkomo na wacho akwan obetimi have be faso how be join the group no. That's Nyamisha Adjon patro.
Okay, nana me da sipa nyame so sure no wadwuma pa me le kakra bi na meka afa that Lumba ho said the ni funu ayira ne ho nsensem bebre me de ni nyina me so won bebo no ankasa that Lumba no because to me who is as a family no ma try eba no sikasema say omunso munche da ni ahode ni bebre ni nyina jada de lumba so because nanka wo ye nipa titiri wa nyame de oba abusuanim what yase mo ye miensa pe entini minim the reason why want me invest in family nanka samu mpo unua no kra wo ma mema ne ade ade wo senka DLFM kra no wo mo kwa na e manage kra nkanye bad. Oh, minim ye na da de lumba minim adwan na da ni tima power de TV ase because aside ode ye ma me se wa ode ye ono nkasa ne family so na enye anything na family no muntumi omuni ahoden o yenko se ni nipa o ana enye ye su krampo na ye so mu kakra na nke ye very bad. Oh, utu wani hwe family ni ma hu che da hu be ma bi a chesa se wo hu e bi wo no ho a wo be gina ma da de lumba. Enti ya na me dem in blame family no. But I think so ma try to now it go to a point na ya ma bre mpo man kwa na se wo koba kan ya ma China mpo na sorry di na chi a. Enka hwan na nka di na chi. Wa hu. Ti da de lumba de no kwanya me ani me de meka se nyame pa na atwa na ka de omde ni funa fa so because wanya de nipa ba ko pa nyame apagya wo pa wa abusia bo hwede de wusi di pa kodru ye. Hwe japade a wo ye fesika wo wa pam abusia fu nyina firi wo nchen. Wonti nyamwa ba ku kra afezi wo ho ne de wo fa so abusuan susu omo na omo do won kon be so de wachi ahode ni we omo de ko omo the whole system na fight ahode ni we ene bibia ye sika ma mi so wanyini ma me brempoma wanyini so wo sika senko anu nto wo Germany ho no ma wo ye obetimi de ba betwe man so be hwe wufu no ti wufu no de yira na ba yira da lumba yira na ba yira no se bia wo bia wanu wo ho na wo ba wiase bia ma be sua nyansa wo hu so wo de ne wo de wo family no wo family what wo hu so family no wo family ni nkwasi asem sa emfa nkrofo hunu ene be hye hwe DLFM ho nkrofo om tete ho no hwe nkrofo om tete DLFM ho sa o yi hwanhwani odoboni nua ya no ho se awrade mame ni bia tam wo mo na hye DLFM ho no mo kwa so mo kasa no mo se edi wo bone ana mila ana kofi ananu wo wu ye hwe mo hye ble bia mo de tete wo ni tina mame Faustina kwa me blame no ni tina wa ya beta no me blame ma Faustina because nyame raise you abusia no se father boy abusia ni nyina wa anya wa yiwani na ma pe nko na agu ma pe so na ma na wa die ana hwe ba bia wo hye be de dufunu ye me ye ya bi mfiri so na dufunu ya de se be hu na hu ne kyina won kwa be bia wo bia so be nu no ho ne ye mfa ye support ma me se wa anya mo mpa ye se na me be bo na de ne die wo mu ne nsa beka wotan le ba bia adwen no ho ti na na je di mi da se pa
Adriana.
Nana,
Yes.
good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm said the mechanic sister richness akanini na and someone am person di to jani na waka inti Madam Majoa Mr. Yenim se pains womb but bibia muno respect first. DL legacy no enye legacy ketwa. Sebi asem na aba na yen a yenye obi a yenye bika nti the word nkwasi asem ne Mr. Why pains won but bibia na mepa cho we dey disready na me dey tu anim niema bi wo ho a ye pese ye contribute niema aba online ye pese ye to bi mag water ne ho ahwan book ne ho ahwan. But a friend is saying last 2 weeks, never a course or media nessonintin, ye stroke a cra. Ye per se ye Tony money be pa. Me problem, they said. Almost say 100% air comma meneho, me patch shonana, shushem mayen. Ye per se a boa.
Okay.
Miss Rew. ASF, no matter a brand in the cry, ye too. Inti na yen supporti. Sana yate, Nana.
Yeah, I mean, only bakwa or book no. Ebekasa. I think so is the same person or you behind. Mene Ebekasa, the name of
because Okache may say 100% no. It's not possible because as an author no, who a certain percentage, who a certain right. Book no so yem publishing free of charge. It's omon kan ye say mbia ma many 30%.
No, already also ma many get all the proceeds. And I think say when it comes to printing or that based on the scanner or the atom and even we the print it. So it is not something that has been already been printed. What I say? What I say until printing you up. It's no twa, then scan our audit on and they use some to print the book for you.
Mhm.
And
Te
you
sɛ deɛ
power,
yɛyɛ ntoma no.
yeah, and you power share chain or solid. And I'm catch say, they reached out to me because now Obi per se just introduction to the woman no. Only back when I say they say okay 2%. And you pay
Wahwɛ.
the idea him said yeah, Charlie.
Wahwɛ. Nti wo deɛ yɛpɛ ɛfrɛ ne sɛn final confirmation from you. Wo no wo page ha na yɛ solid, ɛyɛ confirmed. If you are no ban na yɛbɛgye adi. Why? Nti come out and small video bi krampo na yɛn repost no obi anya gidie. Why?
Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
That's bebree. Ɛna Madam Richness nyame nhyira waka ne nyinaa. Waka ne nyinaa nyame nhyira. Nti mewɔ ase hɔ. Why?
But that's it. Alright. Trending.
Yes, yeah, bro. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Trend, how do you?
My drink a carabay and then I me respect or me follow watch a pa. Me starting me page. I will no man and me post pa or quasi a pa obi. It's me and yama kwasia semi suna me dinamo. Minimum watching. And I almost agree with whatever you put there. Into yeah, me catch me come say, hey, now then a mini guy, I say I drink about on everything. Every day, me can cry while baby I dance. Into yeah, that's no would dream apa, oh share mad day. Oh my young said, yeah, dream bonnet at a sa pepe. Because ye mu be a dream sao, but say if you bear my waba, na ye ground was to say, so we are right. We are not wrong. We won't see. Yeah, that was here. No, me first way. And my second way, yeah, sister be din kind be kasa. O no din kind kasa. O see all can be about Lumba holding two women at the same time. No, it was wrong. Because Bema de udu baby. Uni oba o love it to me son. Love esa. Love is not forever thing. Nimpe bia wo kwa aware afehye utrim sa wan fan hye utrim se etumi san eno na ye a ede problems bebre ba no love san nti time ebe san no nso na se yete ye ho ase be no an se esan woni nimpa na ntena ho na monka no boko odo na asa mepa eno kra na ebe mama so after we separating we have a good relationship still. Wehu, but most mbema no ade na asan no wahye de pekwan bi blame oba no to go out. Eno na ede dia ye gina sisi a no wehu nimpa no wankasa na odo na ase wehu obi foforo ena odo na etu ekodi nimpa no nti woni nimpa na wa fall out of love woni na ntina wo na woni na nkasa na peace mbra na mun continue have a good relationship after the breakup. Well, but in Bama Bebrenya, sir. There ya me yama me akosua say wa ama me say me di mami we cheat so benyan nkunim de ne said. This woman stood up and wanted to leave. Yama me tia said this man is not changing. He doesn't have so what I say he's not treating me right. Our mommy wanted to leave. And when a young fam my and drink say yama me otna walk because be must still blame no. But no. Mami no etru anamo by unkwashia bema narcissist da. Won't ya mami said that because they will never let you go. So when you boulder, or when kwashia ban, then what them kakra when it's him to say mubia. They will never let you leave. Or when kwashia ban adria cake kakra to say yeah, they will never let you leave. This is what narcissistic men do. Nti omu kase na ya okola bi so won so obi mu blame ya maame ye njai ne blame maame no otu anamo ba ya maame eye mre nti sa wati ase otumi manipulate no wehu ya opeso obefim wehu nti eno ne me too and the third one I make about ASF any team legal wife misunderstanding na about the branding. Nana me pacho wo di enimi a wo ka omo kasa ho no. Me pacho me pese bia mo beye bibia mo be clear online. Ama nkofo ati ase say ASF no just a brand for our mommy. Na nye team because enane enrich me nkofo bi omo ye team ASF for life. No.
Mimi want to say ASF, and I don't know if I am getting it wrong. A brand there for your mommy, but Team Legal Wives, and ASF came out of the Team Legal Wives, and I antisa Nana Jempacho wouldn't who be bisa. Because me understand the nature me say because this Brandon ten no crano Kennedy Japan baby mama na this idea na buy me got on a live so sa no can. And I agreed with her and I was on a live and we discussed, so I posted it. Say, yen mami jai Lumba and some no yen concentrate on building our mommy's brand on her own because she is a brand on her own. And a lady in the car some way. Then I came and posted it and me tagge nkofo bimo. I think say me tagge address cracker say omuma enrich to ye mami. Na yen do drama because I think I support that. Because ye papa to me or to me boy ye papa mo ye ya. Onu to be to me aye. I posted this thing. I will look for it and repost it. And a lot of people were against it. I saw on live some of baby because be more cassette there be ma cause you can never on to me for Lumba Dino into other. So what I say you need self-confidence, Anna. But now people are doing it. And no na abemuna ye no. And also akwada no but be the idea but Kennedy Japan baby mama. I say yeah mommy no even though when oye sanko for no mo come some plain no. At eda ankwa ma wo site say na na jebi wo kra wo site sa eda ankwa ya ma we mu no mo won say bia wo but this woman me pe woman na sem keke obi me won say onye correct but me won say oye genuine pa oye correct pa but oye obi o Canadian as it is oye obi o Canadian as it is into no only one side no nimpa wo te sabia you can never have one side. Because anytime we cowardly as it is, baby, I'm not crying than Obeka. And to some, I mean, all this idea about yam brandy, I mean, no make sika in her name. Well, and see, me see, I'm a problem in an say ASF no nana jebim pacho. Yam, I'm a brand na, and I say, no, see another team. Akwa two team Legal Wife no way ana because me menti ase na say just a brand for ye mami product ye betumi di ne din aye aton enye sika ma no but obi mo so me won say obi mo say team ASF for life ni ade mama ye say team Legal Wives no enya sa ye betete emu ye tete emu so ade na ebegu me sa na me ho no enti na me hi asema me de ba ya no I don't
really know much about besides the book, no. Yeah, me name anything. But whom ASF, you know, say, but me name the way any say group and I say I don't know. Me name it's very
Okay, Nana, any medase pa ya da wase pa ne. Ujuma pa udi yeda wase nyame nhraw ai se nimpa enyu a ye kra nyame de obere wodo nti no yeda wase
that's
but obet me esi
all right Wilson okay Wilson
we me chao da ma no fa o Nuremberg o Germany na ofre bia na okamu asemo a na areko o si that time mu na no mu aduro fie obi e go mu share na champ mo na dika asana akuya se that time ni kwa no na champ ni Lumba ye sa mo no to no ho ye na mo kwa mu he o mahi that mo frija na kwa o mu nya kata mo pecho me nya kata afi na be ni to ase but asema minutes was actually asema kon so over 30 years ago o ka jan say do hunu Charles mono so bo wakura mpoku ka sense wa ibeto ibefumato enti na die esi ne nwanwa ye ene die esi no ene nwanwa na huma na na ra ko sabuchi ene mo mata buchi bi shabi o mansam ukwa utukwan na se ene oba na ebo that time na o mfa hwan na what we bedin tuma Germany up to now kwa no discrimination ho obia na obaboa wo bia no be feel da ukwa wonam tuntum obu akwa otimu sa ede na wo tuntum otimu be pie komu ase ni ebusa up to now mo fa se wona mfa ebusa no se ede na otimu nkrata do ni accurate mi sia so ede na nkrata nti no saa de ne ade a esi a ya no to a na ohwe ma me pa no de se eye no na me kan kusi no Priscilla no odoboni no sin sa ade start here na sana ko wonya nsa kakra bi a on nka kasimo ke simple man kra because here can come no 63 years so in Germany though the next 3 years ma no pension 66 years German buy man pension ko kin so be wo fu wiase ni hi ase yatu the next 3 years pe onye adwuma pim e ba no be hwe ni saa ko me say obewu fu wiase kwata nti wo young girl na wo ba de no so oye ka se no buy no ka wo de ma me ba kwampo ye kula na ka so ma ade we de me so na me ni mo hukun de me ni timba me no be se me pe o nanka wajan kude he ko be kan mani na hye de na ko be ontimi hwe ase awie be ma na onya ko wo ri no be but we say wo ni be banta de a be bie ni ho a e be gina obi tuma sase leader Priscilla na nsi asem bit ma che bit ma di 1 year 2 years boy den ontimi sase di onu a do wo ha the next 3 years but this wo ya ni mu number sa year live we mbo kai mo so be ba bonta be gantincha pa to render an apology because no oha no hu oha ni ma no nkwan di na chi no because na utu mama guja to mama guja so be kuma Ghana anante from airport anante aka ba bi antim wansan Canada ba wo do bu na mkona usuru ahwe wachi si ya na de be live lives a come to wana at the age of 35 36 37 years ababo si ya na de be live lives a na mkona ahwe wachi de shube na de ba ho no enye fe o makwentimi nkoni pem obi nso oba kwene na mo yekọ na otete nza onso efere janita now no ka mo no do pepia obi ano eye de wo ho ntina mo pebia di ene quarter dia mama me no se de padi godin sabe kan so ha ludu na me se omunya bibia fi won ni wachi biem because ene niska won sem ene if you are tina adi ni process ni adi be ba won sem etini e ka se pomp ska be pomp ba ene bibia be di mama ni sem na se so on take over and e charge padi ni kono nya mama ni bia charge kan ni ma hoda ene tem team half mama ni fa half so fa half se fa na woni na ho na na process na e bi ma unti nya pomp ska ni be bia fi odi wachi bia better action ho juan ho a obi a omo pivot pa wo mu no omo na yi omo ho ba ku free because the money is not coming anymore. The money is not coming anymore. It will be a baby, because we are working for free. More Casa Bontin and a scanner. It will be able to tell you the whole na better one. And I'm not to a German citizen. Who do you to him go a German citizen to go American citizen? First, and I be a war. What I say? And Ube see Yakusta. Maybe I am a real woman, no, they touch me with the more harm. The next 3 years per year in Pumbu. Or no, I began to interview a patch or say, I did since the damage cost near sorry. That's it. That time, harm not cause we see you in your way. If Japan you do it, you one who ain't be a Naka and Nasan Yanka, Mimi the Miminia, a supporting Minia. Or say there be Unia and Caho, a Japan, as some call her airtime crowd. What would you quote you want to say? You want to say?
So that's it.
Matipa Nana.
That's Yamito. All right, Shodipa.
Yo, and you know me church yam. Nadia, me one Matthew Frano pay Yadawase. Now, any will support. And somebody be bro or can a yansa sempa. It was a my yen so ye debito. It was a debit to your coat to dream pa. If he say, and no my mamma akosia say where from one. It was say or baby any bay matin now her name wa the best thing I'll be say Janako. If he say Uncle Lumba a mammy a proposal divorce no or didn't know maybe or list they buy a sue here. Or the man or no mamma a corny baby and Cassam and Cassan Crofoya. Which the yen so monsecure cremun or do mokay. And come in struggle, sir. What yes, in Cabaya simple cora. At the end of the day, Namono so obey the moka nipano. Say, you shouldn't phone crying. Sadiani a day and a Sadiani a day and obey whom what for phone or massa person was sign chinching mamma and so, sir. judges for be na omo mama sika hihye kira na omo say ye Ghana judicial service no, to be honest. If you say mame brimpo ma de injunction court 2 fun so say o mpene ni ekun ni nua o hwe ebra asemo ye de awia ma ya finalize na akone asan frɛ mo se mo nsan bra court to be mu na asemo e kan ya nka ne yie enti mo nsan famra me hu ye asemo kora court a na se mo jaji wie na mo kwa before say obi meka so obe call asem ne back no. It's supposed to be different day. It's supposed to be some document ye be tworo so asem we ye di ye no ye ndi ni ye nti anya fe nti pese ye san file another document the back court, but enya the same day within 1 hour me hunu bi da no ye nemu gu ase kase ye pa Ghana ye judicial service for no mo amaya age pa so emra bi wo ho a wo se saa de no mhwehwe mu a wo se mpanifo e wo Ghana omo so de saa de no because ene mo beka se ye ni mu ye de obi wo chena de be yo ifo hunu so be
Akua.
Okay, good morning, Nana. Name confirm what's name? Because I don't know whether it's my phone because at least I might no break here. Yeah, okay.
I'm saying on the side.
Until media what's name?
Yeah.
Okay. Me were former na me take a crab, but me buy up when that ASF ne buy. And a lady because finding out mine, and it's true that's why me buy up, because you talked about the book, so say no obi person 2% near them. Well, this week in no, my course as me buy my follow this week my follow between that ASF no and a baby I could be and when they raise it up, me try to meet me a can be, or either I'm typing or I come up. The man when he say we don't just all kind 2%. The man when he say both groups and I say yin are there no cost say I mean fan say obi abeka ho asama kyerɛ me say na ye could you believe say na ye sa okay me ma wo ho metie wo side after following them for 1 week kakra the man hu no. Into once na we ati we say no abekasa no abeso which no before I even say anything no it's wrong. I don't agree with them. That part I don't. But when it comes to the ASF brand no, the brand is good. But now my question before me to ask, my question is say see a buyer can ya mamre mu kura na right? Oba fra for 1 year tuntum onyi tuntum wo. Do you think before this brand, no, under 1 year, no more the brand number out for mama, no, is a good idea? I'm just asking. Answer Matuaso. Because only ni tuntum krengu. I'm just asking.
To be honest, I dream now. My dream home. The only thing, as far as I know my way na no ma enoma toto ba bia nsa na ebi kwa na ya start ayesa no my way
answer ebi mu ka say na nke entwe ma justice no media nya justice no kra oyokunani. Okay, if you oyokunani 1 year my the brand is perfect. Before you say enke wie 1 year no all those on there ebusuane penasem. I mean based on the internet that's how I see it. But let's say and can you go through Nina? Near we na busian person come say chimney say ya nanke say, oh really? That's what you want to do? Okay, and you be branding mama and one family brand.
And there's nothing wrong with it. Let's even say some focus a brand new okay. No. One, I think the way a brand never out, no. And a buy a year controversy here, and I say, Mimico program ne so a minim do yo do bruni and onye do yo do bruni. Mitio mukakra, I may be wrong, but mitio mukakra at a point, and I conclude that say be omo yo do bruni for. Omo the book natural, and omo reading it page to page, brofu to brofu. And now they are insulting the woman. Those people that were doing that last night, you know, it's like, hey, into my no, mostly unbroken my no, and so be no, say so much rofa Lumba one, and say, much rofa my no, you read the first 2 pages. Answer where I make a big baby or baby some your dobroni, but no cran America. I'm not a dobroni. And she said, dear Nas, say, my men go through Nas, say, Konya, Nidia Cacrano. Na book near good. Say ye do we ba ama say a man for us be analyze the dinner busa questions intino obeyes ye pay na man obey ni kuna ye obey say why do we me mental health here.
Okay. All right. So says me know you are doing
yeah,
but anyone na consono all the parties involved said they traditionally no o man yenesa.
Thank you.
Ebusiafo eni baby a yesi efunu nimpo. Ebusia penny at that time any ahoho ana ye meboa. Oba na no ne papa ne te no. Till now no or the issue babuntin sa ne ma no. So na me che no. Eti a true point bi a. Oka say oh no because of what people will say no. Oh train you see the people who are saying that you know. If they were neutral people, and Kameka say okay, but these are people who are on the other side criticizing.
Yeah,
almost criticize. I totally agree with you. Me who are there no the same thing about me team.
Yeah,
but me who say you know, a man for says for me na than them so one and one year chiwari. Okay. And yes, and you say almost say we have to raise funds. At the end of the day, no, Ghana fund we are driven by emotions. It's the way I remember no Jason Kian China can be a bedroom or nasa attachment in this feelings. I person the one who are not in so. It's you are right. As like a check a cram, but the way I'm a normal corner, Obia and I can say, yeah, no unconventionally. Obia a the ope. It's a one so no, so what do you say? We here a year no one capitalize on it. At the end of the day, we won't be losing. Some Crawford now or mere gatekeepers. Esa komu say, oh, Oba kunafo, and I say Uko Pesicano. Some Crawford on one can or do bonidi no. Ni soon wants some among kind. At the Abekra, almost say if they want to do the right thing now, then a mam you know, I saw me our for no. Baku edi animu, a baby in Suano, and no one has said anything. But my mama didn't see I because hey Oba could afford a wujina car so I'll pay onza.
Oh, I need say. We don't care about them.
Yes, and so no, dear girl no yeni no they have not said anything. Ade a mo se momo pese ye chani equally. Na obi anya ne de no. Eye then na you are making moves without consulting the other parties. Right now, no, I want to ask Papa Jamal for say, Obia edi hold that Lumba no man na so. A Juma na question enkoso. But a then na obi ko bi nsuano. How are you on parties na involved no? Mama Kosia, was she part of any contract? Why many distributors? Sika say never. None. So I mentioned, ain't no one is doing anything fairly. It's the answer for me.
Okay, Matthias said, make I say maybe some time ago, come and ask me now, Kase, you were frustrated now, Kase. I think Marcos man, I'm having Pomamo, or Matamboche, they do a broche, and I was say Ghana Hono. You have to, like, sometimes we also have to go dirty with them. Until with this explanation, no, Mati ASF, Nase. Kakra, because before no, the bank tani when you too much. Coming back to the ASF. It's too much to tell me the truth. To tell you the truth, me oh, my na ya na me drain who say with all this, you know, I mean, yeah, back on way back with, but it's still the pressure still go back to her. This is something that we are preventing, and then we still adding. But if you also point and I do point, be I say so, mommy, you know what? This time there was here so you call the Bugadia. Then right now, no, that part my mom is also because the whole week in the NASA ASF at the end of my ninja. Now
this step here. The part of ASF, and then what is the problem? Mimi,
I can't say. Yeah, and mimi dia meti ase na me beka nti misre mo am wo so mamu me. Meti ase say is a brand beginning no. As mami bi beka ase na, quote and quote, is supposed to even be a brand. Okay? Which in Kenokra na beginning am the meme say too early no. Say we explanation mama ti ase say okay. We also have to go boot to boot with them. It say on Matthias say. So if it's a brand the crana. Some of the leaders or other people were saying, say, the way they brought it out, no, they didn't like it. And no, dear Miss, say, me who social media, which one lady addressed that, say, is it a team or must find it out? Is it a team or is a brand? Yenum be yente say, fine. And if it's a team, in a way, I disagree. In a way. The reason I disagree in a way and say, minimum so which a bit de attempt too much. Even if agree, the attempt insults near too much. No matter what, some of the leaders and some people, let me make this clear before I submit. In the TLW, you know, Team Legal Wives, no, and I disagree with them. But I also think, say, the people bringing the, and I say, the ASF nabano, they will almost so, Eddie, Team Legal Wife, for no so attempt, and also you're wrong. Ain't you know, both sides, you know, it's not right. Ain't you also munina etimijai. Okay? Because Omode Bano, maybe the explanation as being a brand, you know. Yenum bi antiasie. Yen fan say, okay, me antiasie. Entin ke wose abotre e na mode ba. Na mot yeti asie. What you say? Ebia leaders no, mo kan o back door. And the leaders ni bi were supposed to understand it. Or more refuses some be understanding to ba out abedi atemwa. Fine. It still doesn't because yenum be individuals. No matter what, mum ASF for musumu pesika to say the TLW for no pesika. What I say? Although it's Mama Co's brand, or everybody is a pesika. Intimate so because and away channel and away in sequencing about. You see, when you started the program, you said something about yourself. O say uye wejuma, u tonsa say, uye say, intino say through Mama Co's no. Ene bia mekura mehu amabeta asase wo ho nti ukasa wunya bibi mfiri mama akoso ho a eye bone. I'm not supporting Tiwa and the other people because sometimes no maybe omo ye no me so me ya na me disagree, but in this content of Ejuma ebia Tiwa ye na Ejuma I don't know me hu no me hu na as a blogger, okay, a blogger nti ono so Ejuma ne blogging no adi start ye nyina no 2-3 days overnight omonda and our blog here. Okay, you talked about private investigator media backdoor no mudi nkomo say me who said a lot of things have gone on ayen na echi na yen dey akoma ba na bebre true. He talked about finding private investigator or investigating your mama in some ni bi wo ha obeka ebu ana agiegu ebu also so as time goes on about true. So, all those said they contribute, right? So let's say, minimum and I asking for 2% now. I don't know, but whoever is asking for the 2, I don't know. Let's say, just saying sick, say some of the bloggers now started and crying some asking for sa. And now, I agree and disagree. So okay, meko mama no. So on family nkokra meko meye. Na yahu say mo breye. But me mamu 2% no. Nemum me ebia minim someone na mo so mo kokeka say man some no whether was true or not na true ebe ye ma ye nyina ye follow bi. Okay? So 2% no kwa na mo mfa ma no. Say me I don't know say you know say whoever sankrofo ko man farmer or other people no anye adwuma e na mo nyina mo bu afu a. Okay? Instead of somebody ASF no a discredit womo a be I said I don't blame them a group we group ba no ma be di atam na we group ba na be say no I don't think it's right. Ntinana, back to you. Can you because mimi say me jiwudi, is it possible a woman say you're part of Ejuma you listen to both sides? Make us know why they are doing what they are doing. Because Mimi say, me share Jumana, but I heard Jumana says so will be a page. Okay, this is my thinking. I may be wrong. Once I say me by now can be. Okay, so let's say now on your blogger. Unye Jumana or your blogger. On say no, the nama omusunya views, emu omunyo musika. Break, where the news you ba where the ya gusto na excitement na hey. Sometimes na somebody be omo kafa ma I disagree. They shouldn't bring it out. It shouldn't come early. But then in a way, that was almost a juma, whether it was right or not, almost a me doing say. To some me say me kwa not me say oh my kwa na home could say the truth. Because now we say the truth. My submission or my action or me who brought for me used to Jumana ne as if one say, "What be a page mama good." Say our bloggers no, and they be among your kasa say, the we are man 14 someone man we want to control it. Ain't me fan say be a come call court ne be a sembia ba. Instead so omo de my bloggers na ne be controversial no. Almost say ebia almost the bemo at once, but maybe understanding on Jumaima's side, no, I think some me contract him or say page in here almost the my information na beba go. What is coming from na information which is perfect, but then blogging for honest way into me submission is say so controversial. This is what I feel. I feel like they think they are taking their job from them. On some focus and on the man who you see they were blogging and no mujaibe blogging. Mami yasami, which ye can be. It shouldn't be say it was say strong 100%. But I also think that we should also give them some kakrama. What you say? And she say me fan say and then ma court near money cap. A money pen. It's a winning for penna. Before Jumana di beba beguono. Enka omo ala omo famo omo ala omo nka ho asem. Na omo nka say, oh, you true because at the point yen somebody bo no nka yen ni believe room. You true. Enti no, somebody am person who say you true a etina. Munko ma page nko check it. So we give them the opportunity for them to also come out. My who's always suity. You don't agree with me? But okay, I think that I feel say yeah in a way no. Almost so yebi. Ain't yen giving them the credit. I don't know if I'm making sense.
No. I understand where you are coming from. This is the thing. The Bibi Baba on today official as a comment page. Then
Okay.
I will take it and I have the way I may deliver a message. Yes, it's that 2 hours they will deliver the message. Queen, I will deliver the message. Obia or how she deliver the message into your followers, no, will listen to you and then they will what I say. But it has to come from an official page. If you are saying something that goes contrary to what has been posted on Mama Akoshia's page, then your followers will say, "Oh, kind of credit."
Okay.
But what I say?
Okay, this is what exactly that. But what I'm saying is how should I put it this but I say that page, the Ababa page, right? Those leaders should see it first before we, the public, see it. I don't know, say if I make sense.
No, like sis. Sis. Mama Akoshia Emmet now and say breaking news. And I say, no, everything is going to be written and then posted. Yes, Sister Tiwa and the followers, they like how I will deliver. Queen, they like how to deliver. It's 1 hour fast. Now what can the way no viewers na episode beti. But to get the exclusivity, no, one thing I had we shouldn't give anyone exclusivity. They say right now, yes, Sister Tiwa, only any license via a just or media house. In case say okay, we can hold the company accountable.
Okay.
Queen, any media house, Mimi media house. You know, I can come online, na message dear mama na in the first hand, no, my bet twisted on how I want to say it. Everybody, after na mama kusi eba damage control. It should always come from there. You're breaking news from there, then we pick it up and then we deliver.
Okay. The all can hear right. I think some men and I'm dream say those times now. Maybe that was what Uncle Freddy Joe. Oh, you could hear news. Hey. So they should give them that opportunity.
And also causes so much problems.
Okay.
And
I mean, I don't know. They were talking from on my own, but this is the time that the message has been given to them direct. Into I don't know one to me. I'm explaining the wawa somewhere.
But then on one asemo, but at the end of the day, you know what on the mature. Because one thing about the judiciary, they said there were so many things that on TSA as a like, and yes, you are ignorant about law. Before we are expert there, but when it comes to legalities, yes, what in your maybe asked to be able to relay the information, and that's what we I'm a penalty. I say, 18 say mama page. Or one reading, no muko reading we are. Na ye nsuswa ye kasa no ya beka. Obi reading na wan tiasie na me kana say contradict o beka say there be JB enye sana na etie. But say me beka ne first man kan ye a mas wan ha won ba kokko anya time ko reading mama kusi ade no na asam na ko. Oh. And yes I'm brought back to your friend is saying Shadia. Team Legal Wives. Our problem, they say, they came off as an NGO, but now they want to do it as a business. I want to hear more problem.
Why?
Okay.
A business, I say. Because it was an NGO. It's going to be a force that will fight the Ghana.
Okay, so if it is a force, then what? Then if it is a force, then why do you care if someone goes and talk to the woman about releasing a book? Like why do you have to? I'm not saying say to legal wise when what problem with the book, but I heard my sister say a quine be a kwaku Christopher no and no kwanso no na sanka a quine be kwa so sanka mo ma me transit extra contract in the moment you begin to do that, that means open you maybe proceeds from an asset open on the material maybe foul so. But one thing they say you
I like and I'm in
Mameno Emma Mameno Enka say Bibia ba ko fatim legal wise so efabra. Me say me wa mameno number. But only by confirm me essay or person true book na process ni na come no. Could you believe say I didn't call the woman? My friend Mr. Riafe trying to get the person to talk to Mr. Riafe. So na me no. Ain't no setting team legal wise for person ma me no ne nkunim die ain't na omo die akira. Omo they should just allow no omo nya omo die but baby a team legal wise ebetimi adidi afri no. And also between the year because a same way we are there we are the one next. That's my thing. Yes. That was why
I was beginning me having problem with the ASF no. Because what if Marcos case and there was the AS4 ASF, but say now Matthias say a brand no, because beginning on the internet it was more like a team, and the ASF for only be minimum and no crowd brony for be na be share chire out. They were like, oh, team TL is gone, we replace it's an ICF plane crack in and yes, the bebo team legal wifey now I'm ASF. So what after Marcos the next because media maybe they joining and say nana. So what Ghana?
But one thing is say. One thing they say, I don't think say, you see, what does ASF mean? It means Akosua Sewa Fosu, right?
Thank you.
So Akosua Sewa Fosu cannot be a team. And even if it's a team, it's in the name of the woman that we are fighting for.
So what, after we finish the fight, then what next? Me idea me never join you. I didn't me be all these questions you.
No, but Hadio, the me can say, no one should be upset. Say a team cry because a team in the name of the woman.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's in the name of the woman. It's in the hands for the Sauko to din Akosua Sewa Fosua. That means even after this case is over, no. Bibia obeye biana, it has to be about Akosua Sewa and a message, right? Which is a good thing because team legal wives may be on but somebody advocacy for women now. That means
that's
that different cases. Yeah, they will be dealing with different cases. So eventually they have to move on. But when they move on now, where is Mama Akosia's brand? It is anka ASF krana Mama Akosia brand the krana say on the adanoa. I agree. Because whoever started ASF, say a teamer, Mimi Timi ASF, na me jina na me kasa da bia. Because maybe away from a baby about Mama Akosia. But team legal wise, when they go beyond that, they will now be advocating for women and dealing with different issues. On a metro.
Okay.
And you know, the American Yana say, yes, sister, Tiwa. Asema okaye no metenase in a way because omuna maame no I recognize almost said this is the group omudi manim. What you say?
Omuna ma ASF e din kra eba out more.
Meba. Omuna, you see, when you say that then it seems say you are from that old side with her, and I say you are her person. No. Anna, meba, you've been in the middle, but they're trying to stay in the middle with me. Now you're dealing with this issue, not peace, Imra.
Thank you. That's all I want, the word peace, because it's too much. Okay.
So, yes, sister, Tiwa, Omabre, Queen, all these people, Emma, Queen, Abre. Now, to be honest, say me ame wahai, me na me ye sister Tiwa, na se Mama Akosia koma permission about ASF. Na ya amframe any man can, I will not be happy. But because say me di say me trim say me boa ma ameninti no. As long as say ASF never boa ma amen, say anything to help the woman, go. Yeah, boa on. But me trim no, I will not be happy. So the fact that she's not happy about she not being in the known and she not being at least next woman your friend and your catch and say, oh, and before the proposal be about into say just to give her the respect say BBC but what I say because team legal wives ya chiemu tan said dino and everybody recognize say Mama Akosia supporters what I say maybe your team legal wives but me new man no and yes me team legal husband baby me ko bia no enunti no any brand be free Mama Akosia haba and I say be bia na at least a team no
I support it.
No, and yes, I'm supporting. They have to be notified. They have to be notified. Then after that, you know, Ombe say yeah, the any day ama me, and I the any day ama yen. It's yen support it. But say are there any out? Now ya can't throw in in advance. Me nye the way your friend is saying. Yes, sister, Tiwa, eba yo beka na adwene, which is the right way to deal with issues. Me de be me team na ebia me de adjust me ho. But sister Tiwa de obabontin be kind, which is how you deal with issues. Etini minim say ASF no, the last video me whom sister Tiwa so kan wasem no. Na o kan che kwaku Kristo say bibi kra na esanka omo notify the team no na omo tena se na you na all them no, because kwaku Kristo you when you join the group minim se wo di din ba e dia so wan fa din amba na se wo be join the team legal wives na se ni nyina am kwara se bibi kra ba fofora, you have to communicate with the team.
Nana, I'm happy that you brought this part up. Oh, mami used to money or Tony ma Ghana is Zara. Che Osibo, because Osibo edidwa oye boutiques no. Osibo can say oye t-shirts, right? Now one mama percentage no. I don't know. Me say be no say team league of one kasa about it. I mean it can be they talk about it, but my anti social media. Sa omubuha ya kosi. The mimi huni say I may be wrong, but the mimi huni say the bloggers no omukasa no. Omusu hu omuhu as one entity. Sa na mti no bia me de minim na adwim. Bia omudwen say ye nyina ye team legal wives. I don't know. Enti no say bibi ni kura na enka mayenhu. Me I don't see anything. Me because yo omu nyina na meka na se ne mabe omu nyoma ye mani anye ho. But thank God, say omu say sa sika ni betwia sa na ma no. I hope sa ASF sika ni nyina betime twia bibia, because say no, because me study hu say yes we na kan we queen na timi gigi sika. Okay? Say sa na na wo ho. Until let's say omu ye ASF no, they didn't tell Queen. O de yaniti wan chonchen. They didn't tell Queen. The purpose of the ASF is to buy. People will buy and the mama will get money. Nese ankosa nyamimpemu me bompa ese bekosa when it comes to mama's name, but just for conversation keke. Now later moba bekase Queen and Jessica. I mean, on I started Jessica no. Emma edi ye twetwa ne maybe me edi ye ne maybe men some be ye ma ye na ya beti asam ni bi asam ne ba out. And so will be ASF. No one more Queen amanie. Upon a did yatame did know the buya no crab bid what in samba out and make Queen Yama I am and I agree. But when it comes to some part of Queen's life, I think they need to I mean who chinika. I was somebody need the Queen. When it comes among the bloggers na make you.
Yes, is that Queen don't know what out.
I'm just saying.
I don't think that we see one thing is that Queen at Semi. At the end of the day, at the end of the as long as Queen, I don't think say Fanosa. But they may kind of say, according to information I mean, and yet, the patch and Yaku Christo and the ASF ebaye. Only by call the buyer, someone who's been close to Mama Kushia. On the Mama Kushia moving back and forth on the side no mano. Ain't the same panel say, oh no, the buyer. And then the panel there, obia mimi nimpa say, like when it comes to legalities, when it comes to formal statements in the side no money nana, she's on the mamena na ye, ain't no idea be all ye, ama mameno, mamena dear. Yes, mamena dear. But the only thing they say, Esanka only bakono, or at least one day your friend is saying.
Recognize you. See a luncheon to me. Nanka woni o maka nanka aba. Oh sisters, munina ye damu ase. Say ni say na ye the way na me kwa ye bo maame ni din no, ene ade ni say no. Enne ye pese ye bie brand man no. I say, I mean, we have to place facts.
I will speak to you.
I am a blog and a Juman and no, the truth is true. My yeah, Juma, at least or the Sikabe Chian Crow boys, you pay information, brand new information, a some quiet down. Nasa Banaya or any part, maybe she shouldn't go that way. Why went it that way? And then man,
They are driven by
don't
money.
bring some names in.
We are money conscious, ain't you know? Some profono, they only think about money. But radio, me say adie no, one mame notice. Now ye never boa mame na me miama no. Na ma either se me twe me ho, me nka hwe, ana say me promote because e koma mame no. On the no. But say me babontin na ma beka say yan recognize me. Yeah, now I bring confusion. I won't do that. But like I said, I understand yes Sister Tiwa because obi wa ha obeka na afi na koma so obi wa also onka. But the American nyina ne say if this thing is an NGO, then adie bi e be boa mama akosua bia no. Let's not bring confusion around it. But any NGO, not a business, which I am now advising my sisters. I say, no mo actions in na mo who say, mo pese munya no kofi free mu. Ana mo nya no kofi free mu. Enti no, mo contact mama. Na mo mane mamu obi a represent no. Na mo ni nipa ne ntena se. Because to be honest, ma bo adwuma. Even though someone akatwe free mono, you have put your life on the line. Right now, no, your life like over Ghana, now one nama, obi betimi afade their ball.
Some of them cannot even go to Ghana. If it's true, I don't know.
What I say? Enuntini se oka se, oh yeah, no officially. Bibia bebia iska sembia no percentage bimbra mo you deserve it. You guys deserve it, but do it the right way. Na mo ma ade no enye business. Now, right now, no, I don't even think, say, yes, Sister Tiwa also is the right person to lead you guys when it comes to talking business. The reason I'm saying that, they say, and yes, Sister Tiwa Nkwane ye obia wa kasama Team Legal Wise meboa.
Yes.
Enti eyasa mu nyina na mo pa nipa baako a obeka mu business amamo. Na se nipa ne kwa enya afa ne ye beka say, oh yes, Sister Tiwa na kwa yo. Yes, Sister Tiwa beka kire say 5%. But no, say now at 7 and waji 2 ashe ne ho. Yen avoid this kind of money na munye nipa ba ko a or represent him just to talk to the woman in terms of sika mo pese mu make from it, because to be honest, mu make sika, there's nothing wrong with it. Me ameti hey, me de ne say the moment I obeka so ma me sika pe no ku me spirit, because I am driven by the truth and principles. But to be honest, my many wie bibia na okase JB o ka na wutwi no you say 2012 JB na wo ska akra okay jiwe so na fire the episode there. I will appreciate it, but if she doesn't, like I said, as I say I'm a ton here no many sika film because of mama akosia no your man for trust me wo airport obi people send me money obi frame also makola memra ho, but so I'm making money from it, one way or the other. But I want to be a magic. But my sisters, like I said, Team Legal Wives now, my formidable group. I'm between that I don't want to breathe. More money business. Now more documentation to say the next start. Yes, Sister Tiwa Kano. Now more sign your man. Now ubia relax it. Okay. It is a what to say the be about out to cry now. And a book about out. I wouldn't say 2% or what to say issue about out to 2% or then everything will be okay.
Okay, Nana, me that since to end, no me who say Crawford just promote the products near there. You see, this is where the confusion comes in. Me product no se meto 1,000 kronas ma case ni be ya meto. But then mon kan who say na ye Team Legal Wise, whether ASFA or ye nyina beginning ni enya ye ho as Team Legal Wise. Enti samo banam ye promote ye pe explanation ye pe understand and they say maybe bisa questions from someone and can mate ASF nasi in a way be the whole week. I'm not going to lie. I'm in TBS. Now me Jane say it's not right. And she say no. Say Oba now because they just promote it. I can't say yen team legal wise. Yen the better products no. And team Oba now kasa anyhow. Me ebisu bufu ne bi antoa. The product is not going to go anywhere. Enti muba na ye busa question say na man for tray obati why is jealous. Some say me who say most of some of these questions yeah according to microphone no do broni phone be na be church. That's what they are saying if it's true. But if it's team legal wife for na mo church way obati why is jealous no no so microphone na ya ntokwa because no matter what queen woni nipa we woni nipa obia woni nipa. Enti mumma say ye pe peace na mo pese product no ekoswa. Mumma ye nyina sell it. Oh, it's a brand. It's a brand. Now munya is a team. Say anything that they are promoting, no ASFA. I don't have ASF, a team. Say we are doing this. Say yeah, now see Germany. We were going as team legal wise as a group. Nananki yeko. Say based on the ye. That's how I see it. I may be wrong. Emuche.
I say to be honest, the person in charge of ASF, no, you need to speak to the leaders of the leaders, and actually all the platforms are. Me find say Lion Nation, IS Star Queen, and his royal Muno Monkasa, Mone Kweku Christus, so Itiliga on also heading, annoying.
As I said, the ways to a film, ways to I know I don't even want to go in there.
All the people of now I support Mama Kusiano.
Minimum now.